How you doing?
Good. My name is Jason Cruz. I write for a website called MMA Payout. I'm going to ask some questions about your big fight next week. First and foremost, how are you feeling?
I feel good, man. My pupils are dilated right now. I think one's bigger than the other one. Just a
Oh,
heads up.
that's okay.
So I look a little fucking weird right now because I just got my eye exam for this fight,
Okay.
and they're still adjusting. But other than that, I feel really good.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Now, are you at the doctor's office right now?
No, I just got home from the doctor's office a
Oh,
little
okay.
bit ago. But they dilate your eyes, and
No, yeah.
I was like, how long does this last for? They're like 6 to 8 hours. I was like, oh fuck. So here we
Well, at
are.
least, well, at least you didn't do this in sunglasses. You could have just done all these interviews in sunglasses and just have been aloof like
I
that.
thought about that, but man, I would have looked like such a douchebag, you know?
Well, I appreciate you for doing your duty and doing all these media rounds. So let's talk
Sure.
about next Friday night in Florida. You have Colton Ham, I believe, is your opponent, which is his promotional debut for Bellator, I believe. What do you know about him?
I know everything about him.
What's
I'm
his
just
phone
kidding.
number? No, I'm
I
just
just, yeah, I have it all. I have it all here somewhere in a file. Um, I know what he likes to do. You know, I've seen a bunch of his fights, so I kind of I know what tendencies he has and what moves he likes to do. It's not too crazy, so we're ready. You know, I just focus on myself. We're ready for the things he'll try, but it's about me. You know, about what I'm gonna do.
gotcha. Now you are training at American Top Team, is that correct?
Yep.
How has it been training there? And do you want to be in professional wrestling afterward?
Oh my God, the last guy was just asking me about that too.
Yeah,
It seems like that's the new thing now. I'm just everybody from ATT is associated with pro wrestling.
yeah.
I
No,
guess
but
so.
no. As far as your training goes at ATT, how is it going?
It's really good, man. Obviously, it's always gonna be really good, right? ATT, the best gym in the world,
Mhm.
best coaches. I think Mike Brown's the best MMA coach in the world, and I got him every day, and the partners are unbelievable. So it's been going really good. I've been there for maybe 15 weeks straight now. I think I got back mid-August, so I've been here for a while.
Now, when you started your MMA career, did you go straight to ATT from your college wrestling background, or did you go somewhere else, or how did that work out?
So I started out training in Pittsburgh
Okay.
with my coaches in Pittsburgh, and I spent the first almost 2 years with them. It was like mid 2018, like maybe April of 2018, we started training together,
Mhm.
and went all the way until basically quarantine of 2020, and then I went down to ATT in May of 2020. So two
Gotcha.
years in Pittsburgh, and then a year here at ATT.
Okay. Now, I find your background interesting because you were a college wrestler, a really good college wrestler, and then were you basically recruited by Bellator to an MMA contract, or was that something that you yourself were seeking out?
It was my idea actually. I was watching Bellator one night. I think I was gonna maybe get my first pro fight on like the regional circuit. I think I was offered a fight in Mexico, which I didn't
Wow.
want to do for probably like a couple $100, maybe.
Oh man.
Who knows, how that goes. And I was watching Bellator one night, and I was thinking it was a 145-pound fight, and I was thinking I can beat these guys, And I talked to my coaches about it, and I was like, what? Why don't we try to see if Bellator, maybe fight in Bellator? And they were interested, and it worked out, and I'm so happy it worked out, man, because I love fighting for Bellator.
That's great. Now, did you now you had you had a handful of amateur fights
Yeah,
going into before turning pro. Was that
yeah.
something that you planned? I know there's other schools of thought as far as working the amateur circuit before making sure you're a pro. What did you think? Obviously, you did well. You won every amateur fight. What was the thinking process behind when it was time to turn pro?
Yeah, it was always my plan. I think it was my plan at least to fight amateurs. My coaches told me like, "Hey, we want you to fight amateurs." Maybe in the beginning I was like, "Why do I have to do that?" Thank God I did. I'm very happy I did. It was a nice transition because your first amateur fight's 2-minute rounds, at least in Pennsylvania. You wear shin pads, there's a lot of restrictions, and then with each fight, there's less and less restrictions. So I kind of started out real protected and got myself into like basically a pro fight, but still shorter. And then from there, I think after 5-0, we had said like probably not going to get any more amateur fights in Pennsylvania, anyways. So let's just go pro, and then from there, sign with Bellator, and the rest.
Yeah, and now you haven't lost. You're currently undefeated right now, and actually this is your third fight this year. How do you feel about it? I mean, the activity is great. Do you think with a couple more wins you'll be ranked, or maybe one more win you'll be ranked in the featherweight rankings?
Maybe we'll see. I don't worry about that kind of stuff, but be nice. Maybe not after this one. Maybe in one more. Maybe after this one we'll fight a top guy, like a better guy or a ranked guy or whatever. Maybe one or two more, and then we'll see me in there. But it'll happen when it happens. I'm just focused on whoever's in front of me, get that one out of the way, and then fight the next guy and just keep rolling.
Okay. Now, are you going to take time off for the holidays, or are you going to eat some turkey, watch some football, and we'll see you in 2022?
Yeah, I'm going to go home for the holidays. I'm going to go home for Thanksgiving. After this fight, I'm going to go home, have some turkey, and watch the Cowboys play Thanksgiving Day. That'll be nice. They're on a roll this year. Okay. And then I think I'm going to come back to the gym here for a couple weeks, train for a couple weeks. I'm going to maybe try to go to UFC, I think it's 269, for Dustin and George and all them. Those guys are fighting, Pedro, Amanda. And then go back home for Christmas. So I'll be back and forth a little bit. I'll get to have the holidays, come back to ATT, and get ready to roll again for 2022.
Now, you said you're a Cowboys fan, but you're from Pittsburgh. Am I missing something?
Yeah, it's a really weird thing. Everybody hates me for it, but I grew up a Cowboys and a Steelers fan because obviously we're Steelers fans being from around Pittsburgh, but I also, inherited basically Cowboys, whatever you call them, fandom as a child. America's team, yeah. My dad was a Cowboys fan, so I was just kind of like brought into it from an early age, and now I'm still a Cowboys fan.
Okay. Well, I mean, they play every Thanksgiving, so it's a great reason to watch football. So this fight next Friday is in Florida. ATT's in Florida, so I assume you're going to have lots of family, friends, coaches, training partners, all of that come support you. Yep.
A lot of people. It's going to be awesome.
Excellent. Well, Cody, I appreciate your time. Thank you for working through your eye stuff going on. I'm sure it's going to clear up later on. We'll be watching next Friday. Colton Hamm taking him on. Hopefully, you'll get another W.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you.
All right, Cody. All right, Cody. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Good luck.
You too.